As we try to get our minds out of that. Yeesh.
It is for the martial arts lucha wrestling world middleweight championship. Introducing the challenger from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 165 pounds, Iron Reed.
Myron Reed, the former MLW middleweight champion, the only two-time champion in Major League Wrestling, held the middleweight title, member of Injustice, and looks to gain the MLW title back after he lost it to Ali at the MLW Battle Riot pay-per-view. But he's not the only one challenging for the title here tonight.
From Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 167 pounds,
TJP, a man who's also been seen many times here in MLW, recently competed in MLW Fusion Alpha's 2021 Opera Cup, made it to the semifinals, unfortunately lost to Davey Richards after a hard-fought battle. But tonight, TJP is here in MLW Fusion Alpha, and he is going to try to take the MLW middleweight title from Contra. Do I believe TJP has a chance? Hell yeah. Do I think he's likely going to be the champion? No. With someone who has the controversy background, the attitude, and the smug arrogance of like TJP, it's hard to have a lot of faith in him. But one man I do have a lot of faith in is this guy, the former world middleweight champion.
Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 200 pounds, Teddy Hart.
I bow to this man. I don't care. Teddy Hart, one of the greatest in the ring, a member of the Hart family. He trained in the Hart family dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, along with Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Brian Pillman Jr. made the Hart Foundation. Along with Davey Boy Smith, Teddy Hart's a former MLW Tag Team Champion and a former middleweight champion, held both titles simultaneously. Made his return to Major League Wrestling at the MLW Battle Riot pay-per-view in my universe mode. Made it to one of the last four, which was very impressive for someone like Teddy Hart. Ended up last episode of MLW Fusion getting a win over Filthy Tom Lawler, and now he finds himself back in the MLW title crosshairs. Can Teddy Hart tie up with Myron Reed at being a two-time middleweight champion? We're about to find out. And speaking of the middleweight champion, the member of Contra, hard to believe he's the member of Contra and middleweight champion.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 182 pounds, he is the Ali.
Mustafa Ali, or just Ali, whatever you want to know him as. He is the current middleweight champion and the middleweight super soldier of Contra unit. It was last season in MLW where Josef Samael said that we have a new soldier, a new recruitment for Contra, who's going to take the MLW World Middleweight title from around the waist of the self-proclaimed young goat Myron Reed. It was a shock to all of us when it was known that it was going to be Ali. Ali went into the MLW Battle Riot pay-per-view, beat Myron Reed, made him submit, and took the MLW World title from him. And now Ali, in his second title defense, is going to defend it here in a fatal four-way match on the returning episode of MLW Fusion. And the fact that he's in the ring with two former middleweight champions, that just makes his odds even lower. And Ali dealing with TJP on the outside as Teddy Hart deals with Myron Reed. And remember, Reed and Teddy Hart have a history. Myron Reed is the one who took the middleweight title from around the waist of Teddy Hart. with a little help from Contra, of course, back when Injustice was not the most favorite tag team in MLW. And now after the suplex, Teddy Hart into the cover, but not even a 1 count on Myron Reed. And also Ali and TJP have some history back when they were in WWE. All 4 of these men are way over their past. They're looking to the future, and the future is MLW middleweight gold, a title that has been held by MJF, Teddy Hart, Myron Reed, and Lio Rush, and now Ali. Ali able to break up the submission that that Myron Reed had on Teddy Hart. And now TJP turns his attention to Teddy Hart. Myron Reed focused on the man who took the middleweight title from him. And now TJP misses the roundhouse and taken down with a huge right from Teddy Hart. And a double axe handle from Teddy Hart. And now Teddy with a cross body onto TJP. And now a takedown on Teddy Hart, and now wrenching on TJP's neck with a submission, but even if TJP taps out, it's not going to count. TJP has to be submitted in the ring for Teddy Hart to win this match. I think he knows that. But Myron Reed with the cap and crunch to Ali. And now Myron Reed on the apron was probably thinking for the no cap splash, but he noticed Teddy Hart and TJP were right there. And now Myron Reed turns his attention to Ali, has him set up on the ropes. And now Myron Reed dumps him over. And now Reed gonna go high risk. Whoa! And Teddy Hart miscalculated that cross body. And now Teddy Hart turns his attention to Myron Reed. And Myron, who was on some great offense there. But Teddy Hart's starting to slow it down. Now Teddy Hart bounces out of the corner, rolls up TJP. Could have gone for the cover. But I think that was probably just doing still damage. And now Teddy Hart. Look at this from Teddy. Impressive powerbomb to TJP into a cover by Ali right there to break it up. And now Teddy Hart with a moonsault takes out Myron Reed. Well, wait a minute. While TJP's focused on Ali, Teddy Hart's at the top. Wait a minute. Spiral tap onto Myron Reed while he has the loaded chest protector on. Ali's distracted, but Myron Reed somehow got that shoulder up. And 2 rivals, Teddy Hart and Myron Reed, doing everything possible to get one over the other. And then beautiful Hurricane Rana. And all 4 of these men fighting for the same deal, the MLW World Championship. And now Teddy Hart at the top with a 450 splash to Ali. Teddy Hart is absolutely on fire. But now Teddy Hart was looking for something on Myron Reed. Myron Reed rolls up Teddy Hart. Shoulders are down. Can he steal it here? Oh no, Teddy Hart. Got a 2, but no. Both Teddy and Myron Reed, back and forth they went. And you saw right there, TJP had a cover there on Myron Reed, but Teddy Hart was there to break it up. Ali had a cover on Teddy Hart, but able to break it up. Straight jacket suplex from Myron Reed. Shoulders on the middleweight champion are down, but it's not going to keep him down. And Teddy Hart taken out of this matchup. Now it's just Ali, Myron Reed, and TJP. One of these men are leaving with the MLW World Middleweight title. And Teddy Hart starting to get back up to his feet. All right, now TJP in firm control of the champion. Myron Reed looks to be taken out. But TJP, with a cross leg Michinoku driver. And now Myron Reed takes out the middleweight champion, and Teddy Hart about to take out TJP. And Ali and TJP both starting to come to. But Teddy Hart, he was looking for this earlier. Oh, the lung blower. Long blower to Myron Reed. TJP back up to his feet. Can he make it in time? No, he can't. We have a new middleweight champ. We have a new MLW World Middleweight Champion in Teddy freaking Hart. Honestly, this fatal four-way match could have gone either freaking way. Nevertheless, I'm happy because we have one piece of gold off the hands of Contra. And right here was the end call for the match. That double knee lung blower by Teddy Hart. And now Teddy Hart ties with Myron Reed as a two-time MLW World Middleweight Champion. At first it was only Myron Reed who was a two-time champion, but now Teddy Hart joins him in the history books. And again, congratulations to all except Ali, because I do not approve or want to agree with Contra in any such way. But nevertheless, Teddy Hart, congratulations. It's great to have him back. And I told y'all, my boy was going to be a champion again. And again, a round of applause for one of the greatest to come out of the Hart family dungeon, Teddy Hart. Good to have you back, and great to see you with championship gold. And now, ladies and gentlemen, back here live in MLW Fusion for our next matchup. As I recognize the music, and I know exactly who this person is. A wrestling veteran, has traveled all over the world, competed in MLW, Lucha Underground. Can't deny this guy, I promise you that.
Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 177 pounds, Mad Dog Matt Crush.
This man, Matt Cross, like I said earlier, competed in Lucha Underground under the identity of Son of Havoc. An amazing high flyer, a risk taker, and a true professional wrestler. He believes in the saying, wrestling forever. He's a true wrestler, a true icon. And nobody takes him down. If you remember his battles last season of MLW with Mil Muertes, you know how far he's willing to go. You know what kind of dark side he has within him. And he's going to need it, because look at who his opponent's going to be, who made his in-ring debut at the MLW Battle Riot, the newest addition to America's top team. The Almighty, the Destroyer, Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
As you see on the shirt, Bobby Lashley, who has rejoined and started training MMA again with America's top team, along with people like King Mo, Alex Kane, Men of the Year, Ethan Page, and Scorpio Sky, under the tutelage of Dan Lambert. If this Bobby Lashley does not scream future world champion, I don't know what will. I mean, look at Bobby Lashley's track record. He's competed in WWE on multiple occasions, a former WWE champion, former Intercontinental and United States champion, a former ECW World Heavyweight champion. Had an amazing record in the MMA and UFC, a 6-time TNA World Heavyweight champion. And now Lashley is here in Major League because he is Major effing League. And now the former mixed martial artist ready to duke it out with Matt Cross. And remember, Matt Cross told me in an interview that he is in the best shape of his life. He feels he'll take Lashley to the limit here tonight. And again, you remember the battles that Mil Muertes had with Matt Cross last season on MLW. You know what Matt Cross is all about, but Bobby Lashley just planted him into the cover on Matt Cross, but it's not going to put him down just yet. And you see those gloves on the hands of Lashley. And now, oh, this is why they call him the Almighty. Nothing seems to break him. Oh my God! That enziguri from Matt Cross barely even staggered Lashley. And now an overhead belly to belly out of the corner. And now Lashley, the strength, just lifting up Matt Cross and throws him over his head. And now Lashley, look at this. Just taunting Matt Cross. Full head of steam and a clothesline. Not done. Follows it up with a spear. And then takes him out and body slams him down. And now Matt Cross just trying to make it back up to his feet. Lashley full of steam again. Clotheslines Cross out of the ring. You can see the look of pain on Matt Cross as he just got forcefully dumped to the outside by Lashley. Now Lashley just taunting this crowd here in MLW, taunting my inmates. And Matt Cross, he's not looking so good. This could be spelling huge and bad news for him as Lashley, oh God, look at the strength. That is a grown man that Lashley is doing this to. And the stalling suplex takes down Matt Cross. And Lashley in full control of Matt Cross. Cross may have nothing left. And a jackknife powerbomb from Lashley. And oh no. Lashley is going to look to finish off Cross with a wicked spear. Tore him in half. And that's enough. Dominance. Absolute dominance. Lashley, in his MLW Fusion debut, obliterated Matt Cross. And now, wait a minute. Lashley, I don't think he's done. No, come on! Lashley, come on. Beating the hell out of Matt Cross. Come on. Lashley already won the match. This is just adding insult to injury. Come on, Lashley. This ain't you. This is all Dan Lambert's fault. Well, we'll just try to move on with what we got next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live for our semi-main event of MLW Fusion. And what better way than to debut our women's division.
Triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, Alice N.K. Here we go. This is the
Allison Kay, former NWA Women's Champion, two-time Knockouts Champion in Impact Wrestling. And Allison Kay, a great signing here to Major League Wrestling. And Cesar Duran, our owner and promoter and matchmaker of MLW Fusion, has said that he is scouting out some of the best women on planet Earth to compete here on MLW and go for an opportunity to become the first ever MLW Women's Champion.
And her opponents, first, from Australia, Taryn Dan Wood.
And now the second competitor to make her way to the ring, Tenille Dashwood, has toured all over America, has competed in many different states. I've seen her in one match in England. I've seen her compete in Impact Wrestling. I've seen her compete on WCPW. Tenille Dashwood has been around the block a few times. Hasn't picked up any championship success yet, but MLW could be her proving ground. But what's most ironic about Tenille Dashwood is that she believes all lights and all the attention is on her when she hasn't really done much. She hasn't really done much except talk. It's hard to have all the attention on you and all you do is just ramble on. And Tenille, I mean that with the utmost respect. I mean seriously, get some championship wins around your waist and then we can talk. But here comes the third competitor in this match, the woman I wanted to see.
From Wellington, New Zealand, Bea Precious.
Bea Priestley. Undoubtedly one of my favorite female competitors. This woman has toured all over the world. She's competed in England. She's competed in America. She's competed in Japan against some of the best. She's a multi-time women's champion. She's faced off against some of the greatest women in this sport and even some of the greatest men. This woman has shared the ring with people like Minoru Suzuki, Will Ospreay, and some great banger matches.
Earlier today, guys, she told me just how proud she is of what she's done in the ring as of late. But if I know her, Michael, she's not even close.
And the attitude of Bea Priestley, trust me, it matches her work ethic and her wrestling greatness. If there's anybody in professional wrestling you want to keep your eyes on, it's Bea Priestley, trust me. And now Priestley, Allison Kay, and Tenille Dashwood all sizing themselves up. And oh, Allison Kay taking out the knee of Bea Priestley in the early goings. And now, oh! Bea Priestley with a huge knee to the jaw of Allison Kay, but Kay able to get back up under her feet quickly. And now Tenille Dashwood putting in some work on Allison Kay, but Bea Priestley quickly back into it. Now Tenille thrown in the corner by Bea Priestley. Allison Kay thrown to the outside. And ooh! Priestley missed the knee and Tenille gonna take advantage. Now Allison Kay dragging Tenille Dashwood onto the other side of the ring. Kay with a huge dropkick to Bea Priestley. Bea Priestley forced to retreat outside, regather herself. And now it's just Tenille and Allison Kay for the time being until Bea Priestley gets back into this. And look at this. Oh, I like this aggression from Tenille Dashwood. I like it, really. Look at this. And again, Bea Priestley trying to take advantage of the situation, but Tenille too quick. Now Bea Priestley trying to use some quickness of her own. But, ooh! The rope barely moved. I think we might have to check on Bea Priestley. And now Allison Kay takes out Tenille, and Bea Priestley takes out Allison Kay. And now this is where Bea Priestley begins to get dangerous. Just stomping on the knees and the ankle. Now Bea Priestley in confirmed control of Allison Kay. Has her on the top rope. What is she thinking? Ooh! A back superplex takes out Allison Kay, and a jumping knee takes down Tenille Dashwood. And Tenille thrown outside by Bea Priestley. And this is why, you're going to see why I think of Bea Priestley as one of the best in the women's division of professional wrestling. Because she doesn't just have the power, she has the agility.
Devastating kick. Reversal. What a counter.
And now, oh! Allison Kay went head first off that ring post. And Bea Priestley, oh! She picked the leg of Tenille but paid for it. And Bea Priestley now wrenching on the arm of Tenille. And oh, wait a minute. She has a Kimura lock on Tenille. Could break the arm of Tenille Dashwood. And Allison Kay just watching along. Because remember, if Tenille taps out, it doesn't do anything. The match ain't over. And look at this. Tenille Dashwood tapped out. She tapped. But it doesn't matter. Tenille has to be tapping out inside the ring for the match to be over. Outside the ring doesn't mean a damn thing. And Allison Kay now bringing the fight to Bea Priestley. And all three of these women, if I were Cesar Duran, I'd consider all three of them in a match to crown the first ever women's champion of MLW. Now Allison Kay with a double forearm smash to the face of Tenille Dashwood. And now, oh, nice reversal by Bea Priestley. Spiked Allison Kay on the top of her head. And now, this spells bad news for Tenille Dashwood. Oh, the Regal Plex. Good night. That's it. Into a cover on Tenille. Is that enough? No, it isn't. That was a shock, really. And, oh, two stiff chops. And now look at Bea Priestley. Oh, beautiful sunset flip powerbomb. Allison Kay yet again taken out of this matchup. And now Bea Priestley at the top with a huge splash to Tenille Dashwood. Into another cover. Is this enough to finish the match? Yes, it was. I'm surprised. I did not think that splash would finish off Tenille Dashwood. But nevertheless, congratulations to Bea Priestley. You now see why I say she's one of my favorites in women's professional wrestling.
Here is your winner,
Bea Priestley, I told you, is going to be a forerunner here in Major League Wrestling. And if I'm Cesar Duran, I'm definitely putting Bea Priestley as one of the contenders to be the first ever MLW Women's Champion. But hey, I can't make the decisions for Cesar. That's his decision. But nevertheless, my girl Bea Priestley victorious on the return episode of MLW.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Action Championship.
Main event time here in MLW, and it's gonna be the returning of the American Wolf, former Ring of Honor World Champion and former TNA Tag Team Champion Davey Richards, taking on the MLW World Heavyweight Champion Alex Hammerstone. This is going to be a hard-hitting and great battle between great and amazing adversaries. And as you see right there, there is Davey Richards. He was announced as one of the first signings to the new era of Major League Wrestling. And now, slowly making his way to the ring, the American Wolf looks to go on the hunt for the MLW World Heavyweight title. There's a chance, a possibility that we could see a new world champion here in MLW. And it very much could be Davey Richards. But ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to the man who saved us from Contra, the man who defeated Jacob Fatu on the very last episode of MLW Fusion. None other than the former and only National Openweight Champion, the two-time, the dual-wielding champion, the one and only Alexander Hammerstone. Oh, doesn't that belt look beautiful on him? It was 3 months ago where Alex Hammerstone won the Battle Riot, challenged Jacob Fatu for the MLW World title. Not even a week later, he challenged Fatu on the next episode of MLW Fusion Alpha, and what a bloody and hard-hitting battle it was between those two rivals who have wanted to lock horns for so long now. But Hammerstone, hitting the nightmare pendulum on Fatu, took that championship off the hands of Jacob Fatu and destroyed Contra in just one night. And now Hammerstone in his first world title defense against the American Wolf, Davey Richards.
Guys, I think we can all agree that this is easily one of the biggest matches of the champ's career.
And seeing Hammerstone with that MLW World Championship, it was a long time coming. And now Hammerstone, he has nothing but respect and praise for that championship that he has wanted for so long. And now he's defending it in his first title defense here tonight on the return episode of MLW Fusion. Announcer whose name I can never remember and makes less than me, you now have the floor. Announce our main event.
Introducing the challenger from Washington, weighing in at 201 pounds, David Richards. And introducing the champion from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 251 pounds, he is the Alexander Hammer Stone.
And the tale of the tape said Hammerstone has I believe a 3-inch height advantage and a 50-pound weight advantage over Davey Richards. But Davey Richards, he's our in-ring wrestling veteran. He's a former world champion. He's faced men like Hammerstone in the past. And these men are about to duke it out for that big, beautiful piece of gold. Here we go. Main event time. Hammerstone in his first defense. Davey Richards in his first return match after 6 years. And now Davey, just shoved out of the way of Hammerstone. And Davey over the top rope, but catches himself. Hammerstone knocking to knock him off there. And now Hammerstone takes Davey Richards off his feet. And remember, both of these men say they have nothing but respect for one another. But at the end of the day, it's about world championships. It's about being the best in MLW. And Hammerstone, who has proven to be one of the greatest, one of the trailblazers of Major League Wrestling, becoming the first ever MLW National Openweight Champion, holding the championship for over 2 years, becoming the dual champion after defeating Jacob Fatu on the last episode of MLW Fusion, and now in his first title defense as world champion. And remember, the MLW World Champion Alexander Hammerstone held both the world title and the national openweight title. He vacated the national championship by his own free will, by his own choice, because he wanted to focus on being the world champion. He wanted to give other people a chance to be the national champion. And who did he give the title to? None other than heavyweight hustle Calvin Tankman. And Calvin Tankman, as I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, will be in action next week. I'll let you know who his opponent is on that episode of MLW Fusion Alpha. But for right now, this is main event time. This is World Championship talk. And Davey Richards, who had the upper hand on Hammerstone for quite a while, but Davey now could be on the receiving end of the aggression from Hammerstone. This is that same aggression that Alex brought against Jacob Fatu. And Hammerstone taking off his feet. Davey now, those strong, durable legs of his, just wrapped around the neck of Hammer. And now Davey Richards yet again in firm control of the champion. And now Hammerstone forced outside of the ring, and Davey just trying to chop the bigger man down. And again, Hammer having his spine focused on, and that's what Fatu did in their match right before MLW took its hiatus. Alex Hammerstone had his spine and back focused on all throughout that match with Fatu. And when Fatu hit the moonsault, it looks like it would have been over for Hammerstone. And speaking of Hammerstone, who got taken out by Davey Richards, remember there's championship advantage. Hammerstone cannot lose the championship via count out nor disqualification. If Davey Richards wants to be the MLW World Champion, he's got to do it inside the ring. And now Davey into the fireman's carry. And a flapjack takes down Hammer. Referee at a count of 5 now. And now the rights and lefts on the face of Hammerstone. Ref now at a count of 7. And throws Hammer back into the ring. Now Davey back in the ring at a count of 8. That's the smart veteran mentality of Davey Richards. He used the full amount of the count as much as he possibly could. But now Hammerstone trying to fight back. Remember, this isn't just some regular one-on-one match that Hammerstone's used to. This is for his MLW World Championship, and it looks like we could be on the verge of crowning a new world champion. as Davey Richards has just had an answer for everything Hammerstone has had.
So precise. Flipping the script on him there. He might have been waiting on that one. Yet another counter. It's like
And now Hammerstone, oh! Took a huge knee right to the gut. Oh, man. Into the cover on Davey Richards, count of 2. No! Hammerstone gets that shoulder up.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Davey Richards felt the world title in his grasp by Hammerstone. Just able to stay alive and get that shoulder up. And Hammerstone now trying to fight back against Davey. Ooh, stiff super kick. And Davey rolled out of the ring. And now Hammerstone hyping himself up, getting the MLW inmates in on this matchup. But right there, Davey picked the leg and now into the ankle lock. And grapevines the leg. Very smart of Davey, but Hammer too close to the rope. Hammerstone too close to the rope.
Submission so close to the ropes, but I guess not.
And now Davey Richards with a forearm. A second one. And now Hammerstone caught him in an overhead belly to belly. It looked like Davey was mounting some offense, but Hammerstone able to fight it off. And, oh, a huge clothesline from Hammer. And again, Davey Richards goes outside the ring. Now Hammerstone now has Davey Richards up. This could be bad news. Oh, no, wait. Oh! A power bomb right onto my table. Oh, no, he's not looking for another one, is he? No, please, Hammer, not on my table again. Oh, no, wait, this time on the apron. And, ooh! Just swung him around. Davey could probably be out of this. Hammerstone with a huge comeback now. And it looks like he could be looking to finish this matchup. Oh, the bicycle pump kick. Cover on Davey. Hooks the leg for the MLW World title. No! Davey Richards stays alive. And now a Hammer. He's looking to finish it. And it looks like he could be looking for the same move that he used to defeat Jacob Fatu and Contra and win the MLW World title. Richards is up. Nightmare Pendulum. 2, 3. Hammer retains. A single Nightmare Pendulum, and Alex Hammerstone is still the MLW World Champion. And right there was, look, that's when the tides turned for Davey Richards. I think right here, Davey somehow thought he had the match, he had the world title, but at the end, right there, Hammer got the arm up, that bicycle pump kick, and then when that didn't do it, he had him up for the Nightmare Pendulum.
Here is your winner, and still Alexander Hammerstone.
Alexander Hammerstone retains the MLW World title in an amazing match and a strong effort from Davey Richards. Take nothing away from the American Wolf. He put up a good fight against Hammerstone, but at the end of the day, Hammer, he was ready. He wanted this match. He did everything he could to get that title, and he did the same thing to preserve it here tonight. Applause to Hammer. Applause to all of our superstars here tonight on MLW that competed. But at the end of the day, the one who still sits at the top of the mountain is the first ever National Openweight Champion and the new World Heavyweight Champion, Alexander Hammerstone. And now, with that said, that is all we have for MLW Fusion Alpha here tonight on the returning episode on this channel. What an amazing night we had. We crowned a new MLW World Middleweight Champion in Teddy Hart in an amazing Fatal 4-Way match. And what a way to cap off tonight with a world title match that I'm sure will have a lot of people talking. But at the end of the day, we get what we get, and we can't get upset. And with that, I leave you all with this. The warden says, get your asses back into your cells. The asylum's closing down. And in the words of Kenny Omega, may he be doing great in AEW. Goodbye. Mwah. And good damn night. Bang.
If only I could turn back